Hey everybody, this is Minion Soldier, and this is the Piracy Show. And you may notice that I'm using my slightly happier voice. And the reason why I'm doing that is because, I kind of have to force myself to do it because I've been trapped on Levski for 3 fucking days. So yeah, trapped on Levski. So fantastic. So as you guys know, I've been doing the bounty missions, right? And I finally got the mission, hey, go see Miles Eckhart. Well, shoot, let's do that then. Let's see how far that goes. Let's go down that rabbit hole and see where it leads us. Well, here we are. Here we are. Now, before someone says, oh my god, well, Minion Soldier, it's alpha, and these things happen. Yeah, dude, I know it's alpha. Trust me, I know it's alpha. It's been alpha for such a long time. But I digress. So yeah, I end up on Levski, and I end up trapped here because all the elevators to all my ships don't work. Let's say for a minion, you just log on and log back off, or log off and log back on, and then just keep going until you get into an instance that works. Yeah, I thought so too. I thought so too. No. It just doesn't work because I'm logging on and logging off for 3 fucking days, man. And it's funny, it is. In an abstract way, it really is funny because, you expect bugs. It's alpha after all. You expect bugs, and this is probably one of the most comical bugs. And, viewed from a distance, it is kind of hilarious, when it's just like, okay, so I'm running out of footage to recycle for the next episode. What do I do? And it's like, well, I guess I just tell the truth. I'm trapped. I can't get out. I have to wait for a reset. And, I didn't want to make another, well, here's my guided tour of Levski. Why, look here, fellows. There's a button on the wall. Let's try to push it. Doesn't work yet. Well, let's go to the next button. I didn't want to do one of those. So what I am going to do, though, is talk about, I don't blame people when they say that they're not logging in right now. I mean, even given what's happening to me right now, I don't want to, I don't want people to kind of go in, log into the game, especially if you're someone who's easily frustrated. I have a very thick skin for frustration, for game bugs, and for inconvenient things happening. I mean, after all, I play World of Warcraft, so trust me. Yeah, so I don't blame people when they're kind of like, I feel like I should play, but I want them to get a lot of the bugs ironed out because I just don't want to get a negative impression of the game, especially at this early stage with all the bugs that there are, which are, yes, once again, understandable. And so they're like, I'll just watch the videos and, keep up with chat and see what people are saying about the Hammerhead, the Redeemer, the Idris, whatever. And otherwise, I'm just going to keep the game at arm's length until it's kind of optimized and a lot of these bugs have been ironed out and I can really just enjoy the experience rather than savor the bugs, The most that I would ever really say, is something that you should do. Something that you should really invest some time in with Star Citizen right now is, hooking up whatever you plan to use as a controller or something that you're perhaps thinking about using and testing it out in something like Vandal Swarm or whatnot. Kind of trying to figure out what your keybinds are going to be, trying to nail that stuff down. I mean, if you're kind of like we talked about this before, but if you're kind of going into it trying to get your shooter game figured out and all that, not the best time to kind of work that stuff out. If you're looking for, blistering and 100% accurate space combat, not a good time for that either. I mean, there's probably a lot of people out there who will tell you, quite honestly, it's It's like the pipper is telling me to shoot here, but if I actually shoot here, I'm actually hitting something. And that has been my experience in a lot of these bounty missions. It's like, oh, no. It's not actually aiming the pipper right on your target like you're supposed to. It's actually aiming 5 feet to the right, or 5 feet to the left. But there is an experience, and I always come back here, and I generally enjoy the experience, and it's a shared experience, as clearly this guy is trapped here with me as well. Now, on the upside of this whole situation, of course, is it kind of did give me a chance to explore a lot of Levski that otherwise I would completely never have bothered with, like these back passages behind the Grand Bazaar with, these very shady looking gentlemen all hanging around down here. I mean, I know that we're not supposed to prejudge or label, but dollars to donuts, there's some form of rapscallionism going on down here. But that's one of the good things about Levski, right? Is it gives you that kind of gritty, edge of society vibe where, bad things can happen and you might have to look out. It is very cool. Atmospherically, it's actually quite excellent. It's very well done, and that's always kind of one of the difficult points when you're talking about things in Star Citizen, sort of like how when we talk about the Cutlass and the cockpit view and all that stuff, when you look at the actual skill in kind of creating an environment, in expressing, the director or the writer's vision and kind of bringing these places to life and bringing these ships to life, the artists at CIG, they do a damn fine job. There's always just like these little things where it's like, sometimes I just kind of wish that there was someone who kind of had a bit more of an engineering mindset for the practical matters, especially when it comes to ships. But the environments themselves are fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, I could see hanging out in Levski. I could see it, definitely. Not just because I'm trapped here, but it is a cool environment. It is very well done, and I kind of wish that there was a little bit more to it. I wish that the Grand Barter was actually bigger. I feel that it's a little on the small side. I'd like to see them take a little bit more space and really run with it, and open up possibly even different kinds of shops, not just say like a dumper's depot where you can buy parts for your ships, or a place where you can buy potted plants or artwork for your hangar, but maybe some other cool shit, some shops that are tucked away in some of these dead-end passages that aren't quite legit, where you can buy perhaps what might be illegal mods for your weapons or your ship, things like that. I think that there's room for a lot of stuff like this in Levski, and hopefully as Levski evolves, a lot of this is going to come into play, and we're going to see a lot more. I'd like to see a lot of that stuff, because there's a lot of these little hidden corners that I really can't wait to see fleshed out. And so, even though, yeah, I don't blame people when they say, oh, I'm not logging in right now because of all the bugs. Logging in every once in a while just to touch base with the game, I think it's worth it. Even clearly being trapped in the position that I am trapped in currently, it's still enjoyable. It's still interesting to check things out and to see and to. Yeah, he's trying to trick me with another one of those missions again. Old Miles Eckhart's like, you got me stuck here in the first place, you bastard, and I'm not helping you now. But yeah, I mean, seeing the environment and seeing the work and seeing the potential, I think, is definitely something that even in these difficult moments, it'll still kind of say, hey, you know what? Yeah, this sucks right now, but there's a lot of potential here if they can kind of bring it together and make the elevators work. Anyways, that's the show for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Now how the fuck do I get off this rock?
Thank you for watching. So if you want to keep up with the latest and greatest in Star Citizen and Squadron 42's development, please follow us on our social media channels. See you soon.